Hello and welcome to this really quick tutorial where I'm going to walk you through my process for creating videos, how I go about doing that, and also the graphics that I share on social and also as my thumbnail afterwards. So how I go about that whole process. First starts with equipment, right? And I usually use three pieces of equipment. I have my ring light, which you're seeing. I'll light it up and dim it down for you. I use that. It's really compact. Love it. It's easy to use. I started with soft boxes. They lasted a week because of the hassle it was to just take them up and put them down every time I wanted to create a video, whereas this I just plug it in and I'm good to go. It's also very compact for on the go, so I'll include a link to that and all the equipment in the description, but that's basically what I use. It is adjustable by size and everything like that, so it's just perfect for creating videos. Takes away the excuses for not creating them, right? The second piece of equipment I use is an iographer tripod stand, which sits in the middle of the ring light. I just attach it. What I really like about this piece of equipment is that you can adjust it on the go, and your iPhone, the one that I've got is obviously for my iPhone 6. I just plug my phone in, the camera is facing this corner, and as long as I make sure that I'm looking at the front facing camera, a lot of us don't know where to look, so I look there, I'm good to go. And it sits in and I don't have to touch the iPhone, which is perfect because trying to record video as well, also holding it, is just not fun and you never get the angle right. So the third piece of equipment I use is this little remote shutter thingy majigger that I don't actually know the name of. I think it's a remote shutter is what it's called, its proper name. And I got this on Amazon for literally less than £10. It was really easy, and what this does is you Bluetooth it. So you put your Bluetooth on your phone and you put your Bluetooth on here, and basically they sync up. So what that allows me to do is I can, once I've got my video, my phone in the iographer stand, my lighting is on, I can come here and I can put it on video, make sure the camera is facing me, and all I have to do is click this button to start and then click it again to finish. So a lot of you know I don't do much editing or anything really on my videos. That's a deliberate thing because I know that it's something that would stop me putting content out there. So it will progress with time, but for now I want a simple, easy, time-effective solution, and this little shutter really helps because I no longer have to spend like the 5 seconds in the beginning pressing record, the 5 seconds at the end finishing it up and going off to put it off. I can just click this button and we're good to go. That's literally how I create all of my videos. I then go into something called ScreenFlow for Mac. Now there's lots of video editing software. You can use Camtasia as a popular one. I know there's a ton out there, but I use ScreenFlow for Mac and find it very easy to use. And what I do is I literally include a picture thumbnail at the beginning. I then, at the end of that thumbnail, select the little gear icon and I add an ending transition, which is dip to black, and I put it for 1 second, and then I pull in the uploaded video, in this case this, and I just pull that in to right next to it, and we're good to go. I don't really have to do much editing because this little shutter has shut it off exactly when I wanted to do that. Now to create that, the next step is just export to an MP, export it and then upload it to YouTube, add in my description, which I use a template for. You will notice this on all my videos, included a very basic template, and then I add the same tags pretty much to all my videos because they're all on the same topic, and I hit publish or prepare it for scheduling. And that's really how I create all my YouTube videos. It's very simple. It's not the best process in the world, but if this is an obstacle and you're just getting started in video, I recommend doing it because at least then you're getting started, and from there you can always progress. Now, how I create the little thumbnail at the beginning, I use something called Canva. Canva is free, and all of my thumbnails will be a picture of myself standing to the side where there is space for me to pull in the content. I use my brand font for that, which is Railway. Well, it's not really my brand font, it's just one I choose to use all the time, so I guess kind of part of the style guide or whatever. And I usually have like a pink box as well or something, but I have to leave space for this, right? So how do I create these graphics? Well, this little shutter thing comes in, I don't know what it's called, remote shuttery thing, comes in handy once again, because once the video is finished recording, I just switch it to photo and I stand here. I usually move it back a bit, my little ring light back a little bit, so that you have more of me, yeah? And then I stand to the side, so you've got all the space, and I literally click and do poses. And maybe I'll do this, or maybe I'll put this in this hand and I'll go like this, and I'll look at the content that doesn't actually exist right now, and I'll just do a ton of poses, and I'll take like 20 pictures. And I know that sounds very, very vain. It feels very vain at sometimes, but I just know that I'm not going to get every picture perfect. So the more I can take in one go, I'm going to like one or two of them. And the other thing about that is once I've pulled it into Canva, and again, I've got it set up as a template, so I just switch out the images when I need to. It's very, very, the workflow is designed to be as productive as possible. And so that's why I'm sharing this. I'm hoping it's productive for you too. But the other thing I do with these graphics is then I can use them as quote graphics. I have two modes. One mode is where I have clothes, like proper clothes that humans wear, and my hair is done and I have makeup on and I look somewhat of a presentable human being. The other mode is when I'm in slacks and have no makeup on and my hair's a mess and I really just should not ever be on a camera like that. Even though many of you know I choose to do that anyway. Not always the best first impression. For my proper YouTube videos, I would prefer to look a bit more presentable. So the idea behind that is the days where I don't feel like it, but I want to share a quote on social media, I can, because I have all of these. Basically, I create a folder in Canva for all these pictures of myself, which sounds so much worse, but it's really productive. And I have them all, so I can then, because I've left this space for the thumbnail in all my photos, I can then use that as a quote graphic as well, and I can reuse them and repurpose them at later dates. So I'm sorry this video has gone on a little bit longer than I planned for it to, but I hope that you have found it valuable. I would be interested to hear about your process on creating video if you have one. If you did find this valuable, it would mean a lot to me if you click the thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss future episodes. I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world, and never forget that you have the power to create good videos and create great graphics. Never forget you have the power to change the world one connection and one conversation at a time. Much love from my heart to yours, and I hope we speak again soon.